What up, YouTube? It's the Ways, and I'm Tia, and today we're back with another video. Yes, so today we are gonna get into what is the most exciting launch for me this year, honestly. And it came super duper late in the year. Was not expecting it, but so happy that it launched. Like, it answered all my makeup prayers. And yes, that is Melt times Edward Scissorhands. Y'all, I am an 80s baby, 83 to be exact. Edward Scissorhands came out in 1990. Like, shaped my childhood. I love 80s and 90s movies. I wanted to be a movie director. And I just love Edward Scissorhands. I love Johnny Depp. I love Tim Burton. Okay. All of the projects that they've done together, like, A1 in my book. Okay. So when Melt, of all brands, one of my favorite brands, drops an Edward Scissorhands collection, I almost died, y'all. Almost died. I did not get the whole collection. There's just some things that I just didn't need. But I definitely needed the palette. I definitely got the palette, and we're going to play with it. I definitely got one of these lip balms that they came out with. It's a lipstick that's black, hello, with shimmers in it. I could not pass that up. And that's all with the makeup. So that's all we're gonna play with makeup wise in regards to the collection. But I had to get some merch. Had to get the merch. So I definitely picked up the mirror. You guys, this, if nothing else, I had to get this. For one, I love Melt's mirrors. I love the size of them. Okay, but then all the added little details. The material is totally different than their original type mirrors. This is the Bailey Sarian mirror compared, and this one's like hard. This is more, what is this material? I'm not sure how to describe the material. It's at the tip of my tongue. It's just not happening. Foam keeps coming to my head, but that's not really it. But it's just a very lightweight material. It has Edward Scissorhands Melt. It says, I am not finished. It has his face with his hair and all the little markings. I see Johnny Depp all day. The inside has the scissors going around the perimeter of the mirror. You have the cuttings that he does in the mirror. This is just his scissor hands. I had to get this, y'all. If nothing else, this is like a collector's item for me, and I'm so happy. I have been praying for an Edward Scissorhands collection. You see all these collabs happen, and when this one dropped, I was just like, oh, thank God. And y'all, I was not supposed to be buying anything because I just had the Sephora savings event, and I kind of went crazy with palettes. Like, I did not need anything. But then when this happened, it was a necessity. It was a necessity. Then the other thing I got was the bag. Yeah, I definitely did not need this, but I did not care when I seen the bag and Edward here. And look, it matches my shirt. It's the same picture. It's so fire. I knew I had to get the bag. All the little details, like I said, this looks exactly like my shirt. You had the back here. It's kind of edgy, which I really like. It's black. I haven't even took off the plastic pieces, but it says Melt here. It has his scissor hands here for the zipper. And then when you open up the bag, it has the inside, which looks like the town and the different colors and the, you know, the cars and the houses. There's tons of room in here. It's going to be a great makeup bag. I mean, I kind of don't want to use it, but that's why I bought it, to use it. Or I'm just going to display it. Like, this is history in the making for me in regards to makeup. I think that this is a genius. Those are the things that I picked up. I'm super excited to try out the palette. I've already tried the lipstick on. I went to Vegas and I did a little look. I actually did a short. It should be coming very soon if it's not already up, where I utilized this lipstick, and it was so cute. So let me prep my face. I'm gonna put on my eyebrows, get my eyes prepped, and then we will get into this palette. So as I was putting on these eyebrows or whatever, I was thinking how, like, Mel really had a great year of launches, in my opinion. I mean, they started off with Bailey Sarian Part 2, which for me, I love that palette. One of my favorite palettes in my collection. I love the color story. I love the theming. I love everything about the palette itself. They might have had something else in between, but I know that they did the Frankenstein collection, or Frankenstein and the vampire and the swamp guy. I did pick up the Bride of Frankenstein palette and the powder that came with that. I'll use that today, actually. And I really like that powder. I really think this color story for Frankenstein is super up my alley, super cute with the greens and stuff, and they're different type of greens. The other thing I like about this palette and the new palette is they're the same size. They're not like the normal melt palettes, obviously the long ones and whatnot, but this was their year for giving us something different. Like, we also got the 12th hour stack. This was cool. I never had the stacks from Melt. As soon as it came out, I had to get it. I think it's very genius, the approach to this. I don't know if it's my favorite packaging, but I'm so happy that I got to experience a stack from Melt. So this happened this year, which was great. They also did the It collection. It was not, Welcome to Derry, I believe, is not really one of my favorite scary movies, so I passed. Plus, I knew I had already got the Frankenstein, and you know, I forgot what the color story was, but it wasn't really speaking to me. I think it had like an orange, which was super cute, but everything else was just like, I don't know. And then they dropped Edward, and I could be missing something, but I mean, those are four huge highlights for Melt this year that I think were fantastic. And to end it with Edward, take my money. And there was other things in the collection, like a blush. I think there was like a shimmery, like their shimmery shadow topper type things or something. There was a couple other things. I really wanted the blush, but the blush was pink. And I was just like, oh, I don't know if I need it or if it would show up on me. So I just stuck with the two things that I did get. I did want the lip liner, however, but I was like, I know it's going to go on sale. And I have a color similar to it. They had another lip liner too. I believe it was more of a pinky set, so not my thing. But yeah, I just feel like Mel really stepped up this year. Look at this packaging though of this palette. First we have Edward, and this is like 3D type of situation. You could feel if it was real scissors on the box, okay? You can also feel the leaves have texture to them. This is the house that he had originally lived in, if you haven't seen the movie. And then the back has the color story and the names, and so freaking cute. Can never get rid of this packaging. Actually, I have all my Melt packaging, so there's that. And then this is the palette. So in the palette, it's like a snow globe. So it didn't start snowing until Edward got there. I love this. I love this. The background, him, Mel, Edward Scissorhands, so cute. The back also has the colors and the names on it. So this is a small type packaging, just like the Frankenstein palette. So I love that, you know, for the collector in me. I mean, I probably should have got Derry. I probably will if it goes on sale. I ain't gonna lie. Just because of the packaging. And I feel like I'm a Melt junkie. So then when you open up the packaging, I haven't even touched this. So this is the paper that is on it. And so this is where he would create the little shrubs. I don't know what they call them, but, and then the scissors and then the snowflakes. And then here you have Kim and you have Edward. I don't even want to take this off because I don't know if the writing is on the actual mirror or not. You blend and blend and blend, and blending is the secret. He was cutting hair, right? And then this is the color story. Very icy, very cool tone. We have some lavender purples. I love this taupey shade. I really do think that Melt has stepped up on their shimmers in the last couple palettes that I got. The Dark Matter palette, the what was it, the 11th Hour palette. I think even in the Frankenstein, I feel like the shimmers have got a lot better just in those couple new palettes that they've dropped. So we do have 4 shimmers in this palette. It's like Kim is a shimmery pinky. Let's go through these. Let's just watch them over here. So Kim is like, it looks like an iridescent pinky, but it had a purpley shade, but it has pink in here, it has blue in here, just multi-dimensional shimmer, but it looks like it has more of a clear base. So you can see that, kind of like a toppery shade. Ew, super shimmery. Then we have Suburbia, which is, I'm going to move this for now, but best believe this is not getting thrown away. We have Suburbia, which is like this purple violet-y color. So there's that. I already know I love Melt's Matte. And this even looks darker than I thought it was going to be. Very cool. Then we have Edward, which might probably be one of my favorite colors in this palette. It looks like a taupey shimmer with like a darker base. Very cute with a little bit of a brown undertone to it. Ooh, like a gunmetal-y type of shade, but with that taupey, you kind of get some purple in there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We have Universal Guess. I like this tone. This is something definitely unique in my collection. They kind of described it as a light muted gray, but I feel like it has a little green in there too. Universal Guest. So I don't know, there's something about that shade. It is gray, but it's not going gray blue on me, which I appreciate. So I think that's super cute and different. We have the Inventor, because somebody invented Edward. I'm gonna put this here. This is like a charcoaly dark gray. Okay, give us some depth. I like that. I do feel this has a little bit more of a blue undertone. Then we have another shimmer. It's called Ice Angel. Ooh, super icy. Has like white. Ooh, look at that blue. This one has more of a base shimmer, you know, a base to it. But it is a shimmer. Melt tends to do these type of shimmers sometimes too. They're just more muted, not as sparkly, but still a nice impact, as you can tell. Super cute. And then we have I Love You. This one is a dark purple type shimmer. Oh, this might be a duochrome because this is purple. You see it in the pan right here. I Love You. And actually in the pan it looks super blue too. So, but right there, if it's darker, you can kind of see the purpleness to it. But then it's blue. So this is a, oh yeah, you can kind of see there the purple shift in there. Kind of looks like a duochrome to me. Yeah, that, look at that. You can see it, blue to the purple. Super cute. And I'm not a huge purple freak, but oh, the last one is called Freak, because that's what they wanted to call our Edward. So I've been into my plant era. Ooh, I thought this was a really dark blue. It's actually like a purple, like a super dark midnight purple blue. Cool. These shades are super unique, I feel, in my collection anyway. So it looks blue. I kind of went over that shimmer a little bit. Ooh, it looks purple in the mirror to me, but then, I don't know, it's kind of different. So we have a lot of depth in this palette. We have light shades in this palette. I'm ready to create. I kind of wanted this light and airy. I didn't really want it too deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Unusual Guess, which is that gray. That gray color, I think. And we're going to just kind of drop this in our crease, and I want to see what it do. So you can see it gave it a little something. It's doing a little something. I would probably, this could be cool as like a cut crease color, like on the lid. That could be super fire, something different. I'm just putting this in the crease to set a foundation down. This is also going to give us that icy type look a little bit because this is going to be very cool toned vibes. The whole palette is cool toned, so except for maybe that taupey shade. We're going to go into Suburbia, which is the light purple shade. I'm just going to put it on the inside here. Okay, so this brush you can kind of use to build up lightly, which is nice, but I need a little bit quicker impact, I think. I'm just going to use it right in this edge in the beginning part of my eye and build this up, kind of patting the color in because it is a light color. But I do see that it is oxidizing a little bit. You can totally see the difference on each eye. I actually like this tone of purple because it's like a gray purple. And it mixes very well with Unusual Guest. I'm going to take the purple again and I'm going to take it on the outside here and kind of try to build this up. I'm going to get a different brush. I'm not liking how long this is taking to use this brush. I'm going to try the 00. I want this to kind of go up at an angle and connect to that gray a little bit. Now, I want to drop this shimmer on the eye. I don't know. I kind of want to do Edward now, like a reverse spotlight eye. Because normally you would have darker on the outside and then a light shimmer. We have light mattes on the outside and maybe a darker shimmer. I don't know if I like the vibe. Let's try it. I'm gonna take Edward. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. Ooh, that's cute. Just pressing and moving that shadow around. Ooh, that's super cute. I really like that actually. Okay, well let's just add a little bit of Kim, which is that light shimmery iridescent purple in the middle here. Just see if it gives it anything else. Just more towards the bottom of the lid. Ooh. I'm going to do a little bit more purple to blend everything. Didn't do too much of Kim, but just in that center, like layering those shimmers. Because Kim has a little bit more of a shimmer impact than Edward. Y'all, so I got plants. And they are spider plants. And one is named Edward and one is named Kim. So I threw a little face on. Okay, so for the eyes, what I think I want to do underneath, I want to take Suburbia again, this purple. I don't know. I'm like obsessed with this color. And I just want to run it on the inside and the outside. Kind of like we did the top. Just to bring that like brightness to the bottom lash line, if I can. Take a little pencil brush, I think. And I'm going to take Edward again. I'm actually going to go ahead and spray it a little bit. Just so we don't get so much fallout, I'm hoping. I just used my Charlotte Tilbury spray in the middle there. Kind of repeating what we did to the top. On the top to the bottom. I'll take a little bit of Kim on the same brush. Pop it right there. Also gonna take, yeah, I like it. I really like it. Then I want to take a little eyeliner. Should we go icy? And let's do the white in the inner. Do we want to do white? I feel like I want to do white. This is the Slick Waterline pencil. These are my favorite eyeliner pencils, period. We're just gonna drop this in the waterline. So I'm really feeling these eyes, very icy, very ethereal, very light. I really love the way this look came out, especially with the eyeliner and the purple. I don't know if I recorded, but I went in with this Golden Gore highlighter. It pulls out kind of the gold in that taupey shade that we put on earlier. So it's okay if we have a mixture of a little warm and cool tone. Plus, I feel like my blush is more on the warmer side of a purple than the eyes. So I think it's all to the good. Let's go ahead and do these lips. So this is the lipstick. This is Luster. I don't know what they're calling it. Slick lipstick. So the outside of the packaging is soft. You can feel the texture on here, I should say, just like the leaves. It has Edward. Like, I'm gonna have to keep this. This is so freaking cute. This is Winsome Wahine is the color that I got. There were two. There was this pink and then there was this one. So here's the packaging. This is, like I said, a new formula for Melt. They haven't done this type of formula yet. So you have Edward here, super slick, Melt. And then you have the house as the colors and the fun stuff that goes on in the neighborhood. I have used this. I really love the color. So it's like a sheer black, but there are some little micro shimmers in here that are different colors. So when I wore it last time, I did do a liner. It did come with a liner that you could purchase, but it was similar to my Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever. So that's why I didn't buy it. Well, I think it is. They look very similar. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and drop on Endless Cacao. I definitely think and know that you can wear this by itself, but just to give you a vibe. Endless Cacao is like a taupey cool tone brown. And it definitely is going to go good with this eye look. So there's that. Then let's throw on this lipstick. So it's shiny, but it's a very thin. It's not thick. It kind of looks like a gloss, but it's a lipstick. Or a balm. My lips are dry. Ooh, kind of has a little purple to it. Like a purpley black. And I just like to throw on extra layers of this, because you kind of got to build it up a little bit because it is a balm like lipstick. The liner definitely gave it a little bit more depth. Look at this look. So the other look that I did kind of was similar. I had gray tones. I used the Danessa Myricks palette and I used this lipstick, but the vibe, the icy vibe with the darker tone lip. Yes, so this is the final look. But let's go through these products that we use and just kind of recap a little bit. Obviously, you guys, I love my merch. You will see these. Well, you won't see this. You won't see the bag, but you will definitely see the mirror all the time because I am obsessed with this mirror. And it's like perfect. It's lightweight and it's super cute. The lipstick is so cool, so different. I love the tone. You could totally put this on without a liner. I just wanted to kind of show you the effect if you were to get the liner that they pitched, or if you already have, or the liner that they dropped, or if you already have the Endless Cacao by Makeup Forever, how it would flow. But I just love this black tone lip balm. Right on my alley. I'll put this on by itself every day, all day with nothing else. Okay. And then the palette. Yes, I thought I was gonna do one palette, 2 looks. I probably will do another, obviously more looks. I'm gonna do another look with a short though for you guys than putting it in this video. But I really love the colors that we use. We use the first 4 colors in the palette. I think they're all really, really good. I could definitely use this as, like I said, a cut crease shade. Love this shimmer. Love this matte. I don't have anything like this. And then this shimmer is super pretty too because it's more of a sparkly, ethereal, you know, no base type of shimmer, which is so cute. I'm highly impressed by these other shades as well, just from swatching them. Like, I was like, ooh, I don't need any more blues, but I do. I didn't need any more purples, but this is really purple instead of blue leaning palette. So I really like it. I love the packaging. I love the theme. I'm just so happy that we finally got Edward Scissorhands in a collection, and that Melt did it. Like, Melt did it. I wish I could have got the whole PR box because I wanted it, but I was just like, $200 and some. I don't think so. I don't think you can stick with your budget. Okay, so I'm glad that I got what I got, and I'm so happy that we created this look. Let me know what you think in the comments. I am so excited to see what Melt does for next year. I don't know if they can top Edward. And that's because I'm a little biased. I don't know if we can top Edward. if you're going to do collabs. I don't know. But I'm really excited to see what they're going to do next year. If you're feeling the vibe of this video, go ahead and give me a huge thumbs up. Like I said, if you're feeling the vibe of this look, go ahead and drop some scissors or snowflakes in the comments, okay? Go ahead and subscribe if you're not part of the fam gang. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really, really appreciate it. Remember, there is only one way to do your makeup, and that's your way. We'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day. Peace.